Hello everybody. After some thoughts and some comments, I decided to make quick tip tutorial, something very simple and something which can be used by someone who just started learning Blender. Usually I consider my videos for people who are already advanced, that's why I do time lapses. No, it's not for beginners, it's people who already know how to do stuff in Blender. But after some comments I decided to make something very simple and easy to understand. Today I'm going to talk about bevel and cut tools, how I do it. Let's make smooth just a regular cube. Let's apply a subdivision surface, and it turned into a sphere. Let's add some polygons to it. It's too much probably. Okay, if we wanted to add edges to this cube, what we do, we just select all edges, and we can use this tool, bevel. Usually I use shortcut, it's Ctrl B. It's right here, it's written right here. Okay, if you click Ctrl and B, you can bevel selected polygons. Okay, we have smooth but relatively sharp edges. Also, let's Control Z. Let's get back to the original thing. If you just click Ctrl B and moving mouse left to right to increase and decrease the radius of the bevel. On the side here you can also add this stuff to make it even more sharper. But personally I'm always trying to avoid this kind of stuff because it makes geometry way too heavy. I don't like it. Even just this object, I don't know how much, yeah, 13,000 triangles, just this cube with the soft edges. Personally, what I do, I add edge loops, or often if the geometry is complex, I add it manually. Right now I will show you how to loop cut. That's the actual name of the tool. It's here. Okay. We can make soft edges just like this, adding them where we need them, if you know what I mean. In this case, and with this method, the cube doesn't have to be you can see like really soft nice edges, but even if you turn off the subdivision modifier, it still appears like a cube with the soft edges. Yeah, of course, if you do a real close-up, you can see the very sharp angle here, but from far away it's look good enough, I think, and it's the geometry of it extremely simple, and it has just I can turn it off. I can delete completely the subdivision modifier. Okay, I did something wrong. Yeah, it has 108, just 108 triangles, this geometry painted green. This one with added subdivision has 188. Yeah, it's look maybe better, but it's just my personal preference. I don't use the bevel a lot at all, actually at all, because on a simple geometry it's easy to use it, but on a complex geometry there could be some problems. And also a lot of time I'm just trying to even not to use the edge loop cut tool. I just cut it manually with the knife tool, with this one. And short key for that, just key button. And I just draw edges where I need them. Yeah, maybe this example is too simple, probably, to show you what I mean. So here we have very sharp edge just on the one side of it, and we got very kind of interesting shape out of it. Maybe very quickly I just have to model something, and on the on a different example I want to I'll show you what I mean. Okay, just very quickly let's model the, for example, car fender. So something relatively simple and quick. Let's pretend it's a car fender. Still very, very simple though. This should be enough. It's the simplest car fender. Let's add thickness to it with a solidify modifier. Point. This should be enough. Maybe slightly more. Okay. This is a very simple car fender. Let's make shade smooth. Look how poor it looks like. After we apply the subdivision surface modifier and add polygons. It looks very smooth, and if you add automatic beveling, just Ctrl B and what's going on? It didn't work. Give me a second. Okay. We added the edge on the side of the the area which cover the wheel. And for example, we wanted to add edge on the top, right here. Yeah. In this kind of stuff, bevel could work, but I rarely use it. I don't use it a lot. Personally, I use different method. Let me show you what I mean. Let's duplicate this one. And let's delete edges we created. Okay, we have something very smooth, and we need to add edges. My method, which I personally prefer more, is well, it really depends on geometry, actually, and what kind of results I want to get. I add these loops manually, so with the knife tool. Okay, for example, I want this angle, this edge even sharper, so I do. Sometimes geometry allow you to use the loop cut tool, but a lot of times, especially on a complex geometry, it's just impossible. So this knife tool is really helping. For example, I want edge kinda going to the from a back and kinda disappearing in the front of the fender. So I'm adding with a loop cut tool, it's going through all of it and adding edge on all distance of the shape. Of course, you can always just delete extra, dissolve extra edge. That's it. And it's kind of from being sharp here, going here, and kind of disappearing, becoming really smooth. But again, personally, I prefer just draw necessary line on the shape with the knife tool. Oh, it doesn't work. Something is wrong. What is wrong? This is weird. Oh, okay. Huh. This is really weird. I'm seeing this very first time. If I actually click on the knife tool, I cannot get the knife going from edge to edge. And only when I push key button like on a keyboard. It's working edge through edge. I never noticed that before. This is really weird. But it did mess up my geometry. Something really wrong. Something's not right. Okay. Yeah, when you finish it, it's kind of trying to get more edges. You just have to push enter button. Okay, now it seems fine. It shouldn't give any issues. Yeah, it's okay. Why it doesn't work here? There is a cut new topology, shortcut, shift, spacebar, or key. Maybe that means this one. No, it don't work. Well, since it came out like this, yeah, I just recommend you use the keyboard shortcut, and on the knife it's key button. So in order to get it correctly from edge to edge, I don't know how to turn on the actual recording of the which button press, during modeling, which button pushed in a keyboard during modeling. So I'm just going to draw with where is it? Okay. I cannot even. Come on. Okay, I'm struggling a lot. Turn on editing. Press key on the keyboard, key button, and you can get through from one edge to another edge. You can draw it easily. Why it doesn't work with when you just press this, it doesn't work. It's weird. It's not attaching to the edge. Oh, okay, I figured out how to show you which button you should press. Just look. There is a text. There is a text. And I'm going to show you which button you should. Maybe my pronunciation of the English is no good, that's why I cannot really explain it to you. So press this button on your keyboard while you editing. You turn on editing, then press this button, key, and the knife is working from edge to edge, and it's easy to model and to use it. If you use just this, if you click here it doesn't work for some reason. It's really weird. Okay, I hope I were able to help you, and I was explaining myself relatively easy, and this tutorial should be easier for beginners in Blender who just starting to learn how to model stuff, how to do modeling in Blender. Okay people, I think that's it for today. Hopefully this tutorial was useful for you, and if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, you can always leave a mean comment on the comment section below. Right? Okay, bye bye.